Welcome to Between Two Wheels, bringing you news and entertainment for things on or between two wheels. Your host tonight are Uncle Ken and myself, Johnny. Eat some words, Roadblock. Tonight we are talking about Sturgis, some recalls that you may want to know about, and just some other random stuff. But before we begin, Uncle Ken, how are you, sir?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
A little bit of Johnny Blue tonight.
Fancy.
Feeling fancy.
I saw that Mick did not get the first spot tonight.
No.
So congrats to Daniel Osborne. Mick must have been gaming or something because he's usually on at like 5:30 Central Time.
Yeah, he must be sick.
But so what's up, Daniel? What's up, Brandon? Hopefully your computer's back to normal. But hey, thanks for taking care of my dogs.
You're welcome.
They look like they were well fed and well loved on.
Yeah, well, I can read directions.
Except for Justin's wheel balancer and the little tool thing I got him. Those are sitting on the chair with your name on it saying, take to Justin next time you see him.
Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't even see those.
It was right next to all the other instructions.
Oh, see, Faith picked up the instructions and brought them into the living room as we were reading the how to feed your dogs and make their little gourmet fucking meals so that they would eat.
Spoiled dog father.
Oh, spoiled as shit.
Hey, you have 2 kids. We have 4 dogs. You know, these are our kids.
I got 2 kids and 2 dogs.
So since the school year ended in May, I can no longer claim Zach as a dependent.
Boo.
God, now my damn taxes are going to go up. But, you know, I have to eat some words. I apologize, Jason Momoa. You're actually pretty kick-ass. God. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't research deep enough into him and the motorcycle culture. And I tell you, he's a kick-ass dude. And I'm a prick.
And well, you know, let me go ahead and stop you there. In all fairness, all right, we've been doing this, specifically the podcast, for 2 years. All right. He wasn't on my radar. He wasn't someone you heard about really in the motorcycle scene. I mean, and this is what we do, you know. So he wasn't there aside from when they gave him, you know, the Harley that he spray painted black,
which was pretty badass.
I mean, yeah, I mean, hey, it's, you know, they gave it to him. It's his bike. Do whatever. But
so there's an article.
Video, it's great.
Yeah, and God dang it.
Yeah.
So hey, you know, I am fair about it. When I hate, I also show love, and I did not have the right to hate on JM, but I have 100% respect for that video. Produced it, directed it. The story was, damn it, it was good.
Yeah, no, it was good, and it's and there's gonna be more.
Yeah, it's like a 6-part series or a 5-part series. I mean, I've been hearing that some of them may even be kind of tearjerkerish. I don't know. Allegedly. Yeah, what the interwebs say. So, but let's talk about Harley and Harley's marketing. Once again, I know, but they're not at they're not at Sturgis this year.
No, I was
And
honestly really shocked by that.
I I have to give them respect.
Oh, sure.
And it's funny because Indian is out there full bore
Mm-hmm.
to the point where from some folks that I've been talking to out there, they were saying it was double, maybe even bigger than what they had out at Sturgis last year. Like their booth and their displays and just the marketing team and everything, the presence. I also have to commend that. So from what I hear, they all have their own Indian masks and whatnot, so that's pretty cool. But you know, I can appreciate what both companies are doing and the campaign that Harley is using, and they're talking the talk. This is them proving that they're walking it as well. And I'm telling you, it's like I go on vacation and I come back a changed man. I'm actually casting praise on Harley, but you have to when they do something right, you have to praise them. But wow,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I understand Harley not being there, and then on the flip side of that, I understand Indian realizing that Harley's not going to be there. Why not, make it an Indian thing?
yeah,
I mean, because if you look at it, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
true, true. I
I
mean,
mean,
we have friends out there doing stuff, so I get it. Moose is out there,
oh yeah,
and
um, so many people have went out there.
yeah, yeah. That girl Go Go or whatever, she's out there. I see her posting stuff all the time. I thought it was cool. Shade Tree and the crew got together with her two wheels. Was it Shade Tree or no? It was Maxwell,
Maxwell and Blockhead.
her, and Blockhead. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. And she did a long ass ride by herself. So awesome.
yeah. I think I could be mistaken, but I thought she was saying it was her longest solo trip so
Yeah,
far.
like Central Ohio to like the Orlando area, I think,
Yeah,
or
northern Florida,
Daytona.
something like that. So yeah, I mean,
So since we're on Indian and we're talking about good things, for all of the Indian fans out there who may not have heard, if you have the Ride Command system, you now have Apple CarPlay. Their most recent update added CarPlay functionality now to the Indian infotainment system.
it's about time.
What was kind of cool about what else came in that update, everyone talked about how the Ride Command was so much faster booting up than the Harley Davidson one. And part of the update was a quicker boot time. It's
Look,
going to get to the point where it's who's instant on first.
well, I mean, yeah, nobody wants to have to sit there and wait for it to boot up and recognize your phone and all that shit. You want to get on, spend just a couple seconds, typing in what you need and go.
But dude, that's what. So the setup I'm using is I plug my phone in and get the CarPlay functionality, and then I connect my um, what is it, the Cardo, to the Harley. And now I get all of the functionality plus all the controls, but everything still comes through my headset.
Yeah, I need to do that.
And I tell you what, man, it's so much nicer than just trying to even figure out that damn nav system. I'm not a stupid man, but damn it, that nav system messes with me. I've tried, and honestly, I haven't even touched the new bikes nav. I just go straight into CarPlay and use Apple Maps or Waze.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's a lot faster, except for it's not a true GPS. If you lose your signal, you're SOL. But yeah, I mean, I wish there was an integration point where whatever Apple Maps or Google Maps was doing on my phone, I could just pop that straight into um, the Boom Audio's nav system.
Yeah, I haven't, thanks to the Rona, I haven't really had the chance to put very many miles on my bike, let alone use the navigation.
Daniel asks, do you need comms to use CarPlay on the Indians like Harley? So that I don't know. It wasn't clear. The way it looked, you didn't have to have it, but don't quote me on that. For the Harley one, you can use CarPlay without comms if you have your dealership trick your radio into just telling it has the WIM built into it. So I know mine was done. I think I asked for yours to be done when you bought yours.
Yeah, I don't even know if they did it or not.
Yeah, but it's one of those things that I haven't personally heard or dealt with any dealers that aren't willing to do it for free. If you're already getting something done there, it's quick enough for them just to plug in and set it. But yeah, just take it up to your dealer. If you have a good relationship with the service department, I'm sure they'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Does the Cardo app work with the Apple CarPlay? I don't think so. I've never tried it. The only people I ever connect to are the only people I ever ride with. So I turn it on and we're all connected. So I don't even use the app. Do you use the app?
No. I've opened the app maybe 5 times, and most of that was just like setting it up and seeing what features it had.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's great to just we show up together and they all connect.
Okay, so Daniel's saying the dealer treated me like a moron when I bought my new Street Glide Special last week and asked about it. Then your dealer sucks.
Yeah.
What's the name of your dealer? Put it out here. We'll let everyone know.
Yeah.
Or are you a moron? Or did you ask the question in a moronic way?
The trigger actuator nut is faulty in a lot of situations.
Blinker fluid.
Yeah.
High-speed muffler bearings.
For those who don't know what the trigger actuator nut is, that's you. That's the person that pulls the trigger. Yeah. Trigger actuator nut. You're the nut. Yeah. Operator error.
Also to the rescue. He has whim.
Which issues.
just pay the extra $300 Harley tax. No, the dealer's terrible. Hey, I feel you. I've been to some really terrible dealerships.
I mean, you can put them on blast. You can say you don't like them. That's your opinion.
Yeah.
Opinions. You can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
As long as you're not trying to state it as a fact in an effort to hurt them.
Why do you think I always read out who said it? It's not mine. I'm reading what someone else is saying.
Yep.
Okay, so talking about Indian, let's talk about a recall. And look, this is a recall. This is a notification. I'm not casting shade. This type of shit happens.
Well, it's a recall
that there's no parts being fixed or anything like that. It's because here, I'll just read it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Indian Motorcycle Company issued a recall on 2019 Scout and Scout Bobber motorcycles due to a potential brake problem. It's 4% of 2,742 bikes carry the
400.
What?
No, that'd be
10%. 10% would be 274. So
how many were total? Did you say 4,000 total bikes?
2,742.
Oh, okay. That's why my math was wrong.
Anyways, what it is, brake fluid in 4% of the 2019 Scout and Scout bobbers. Some air may have gotten into the line, which, as we all know, could cause issues with your ABS.
So, and braking in general. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they are saying is contact your dealership, check to see if your bike is one that has been recalled. And if so, you can take it up there. In essence, they're going to bleed your brakes. I mean, according to the report, nothing has to be changed out. So what's funny about this recall is this actually is a carryover from last year's recall.
With the brakes.
Yeah. But
so last year they were worried about potential debris.
Yeah, supplier left debris and entrained air.
Yeah.
That's a big word.
Yeah,
entrained.
Yeah. So that's why like this recall feels like it's still the same recall. Like, but it's kind of not, but sort of is. I don't know. But yeah.
Wait a second. So I just that didn't look right to me. Entrained. It literally means board a train. What? See,
typo.
Look, when I'm reading, I'm quoting. I'm sorry. This is from another news source called Right Apart. Sabrina, you cheated the word. Anyways,
yeah, maybe she meant something else.
Yeah, damn autocorrect.
Yeah, voice to text. It is probably voice to text.
But here's the thing: this is nothing. I mean, it's a inconvenience for the owners, but it's more of a headache for Indian than anything. Oh, yeah. But it is a voluntary recall.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at it this way, if you bought your motorcycle at the end of 2018, when they came out, when they were released, we're coming up on the end of 2020 now. Well, you're supposed to change your brake fluid every 2 years anyways, no matter what. So you're getting a free brake fluid change.
Well,
essentially.
I don't know if they're going to swap out the fluid or just bleed the brakes. Top it off.
I guess it all depends. If you hadn't gone in from the recall last year to where
it'd be a twofer.
So yeah. So either way, they're gonna bleed your brakes. You're gonna get some fresh fluid, at least add it a little bit,
and they'll probably tighten anything that may be loose while you're there.
Yep, and they'll do an inspection.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a win for you, really, other than having to lose a little bit of time getting there and waiting.
Yeah. But give you a chance to check out the new Indians. I mean, I don't know. What are your thoughts? I mean, for 2021, it's just. Do you think companies are taking a pass for 2021? Just do a carryover.
I mean, I feel like they could. I mean, just because, God, it's been such a fucking shit year. But see, Brandon, he mentioned earlier.
It's a conspiracy.
It's totally a conspiracy. Brandon said he saw one of the new Indian Chieftain Dark Horses today with a tour pack and said it looked pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, I got to say, that was one of the reasons I didn't even look at Indian as far as the Challenger goes, because they didn't have the tour pack option for it. Well, I mean, they did. I didn't have to buy it separately, and do the detachable kit and all that stuff.
Yeah. However, I've been hearing that the aftermarket for Indian tour packs is about to start picking up.
I mean, that would be good.
I mean, so You know how I talked about Indian's fit and finish, how I felt that it was lacking behind Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
So I was dropping Tracy's bike off to get 5K service and some recall stuff taken care of.
You already
And
got 5,000 miles on that trailer?
and while I was up there, I was looking at the um, damn you,
I love you.
the live wire. And I noticed something about it that I never noticed before. On the seat, as it goes up the side of the gas tank, that is stitched leather material. I don't know if it's actual leather or pleather, but it's stitched all the way around and it looks pristine. I mean, I know I talk trash about, how expensive the live wire is, but I ran my hands all over that bike. Yes, it was fondling the live wire. Don't judge me.
Oh yeah, you got it. You got to do it.
But nothing was out of place. Everything flowed right. If you're looking down it and just looking at lines, it looks right.
And you haven't even had a chance to ride it yet, have you?
No,
Um,
and no dealership is saying they will let me.
oh man, it's
You do one wheelie during a demo ride, and no one will let you touch them again.
oh man, it's such a great bike. I mean, I'd never buy one, but for those that do, they've got to love it.
Yep. Gears and Gadgets, what's up? You know, it's expensive, and I do see the price tag coming down on it eventually.
Yeah.
Um, but I I was perusing the interwebs looking for news for today or for tonight's episode. And I got on this EV bike kick. And I was just going through and looking at the various EV models out there. And Harley's is pretty. It's just a pretty bike. And don't get me wrong, of course my eyes being a cruiser guy is going to be attracted to that style. But I also love naked street fighters, and I mean Zero has some really cool looking bikes too, but just all around just looks fast while it's just sitting there. I damn, I have to give it to the live wire. If it was 10 grand cheaper, I'd be happier.
Yeah.
Uh, but we were in Corpus Christi or Port Aransas. Dude, that's a perfect place for a live wire.
Oh sure.
Because I mean, to get from the beach house that we were renting to just like the Harley shop was a 45-minute drive. And it'd be perfect for an EV bike because it's like a 60 to 45 mile per hour range. And then once you get on the highway, then yeah, it's 70. But yeah, just that little piece. I mean, that would be so handy there, and it's cheap to maintain.
Oh yeah, the maintenance on them is, I've talked to a couple guys who own them on Reddit, and the maintenance on them is stupid easy. I mean, it's all wearables, so brake pads, brake fluid,
Yeah.
you know.
And from what I've been reading, the warranty on the live wires important bits is pretty decent.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them blow up. They haven't pulled any Priuses.
Oh, this is
So,
yeah. I mean, other than that, other than that 1 day stop in production for a bike that never left the line, I haven't heard anything other than the price wrong with the live wire.
So, bro, you have to be careful if you make any suggestion of a agreeance with us, you may get yourself in trouble, sir.
Yeah. Remember?
So Gears and Gadgets puts out, I have yet to see one person who's ridden the live wire say they didn't like it. They have sold nearly 500 so far, which is amazing in the year we are living in. You know, that is such a great point, especially since there's not a lot of commuters right now.
Yeah.
And just think how much fun this bike would be in no traffic Dallas.
Oh, well, no traffic Dallas would be nice anyways.
Well, yeah, but just ripping downtown on a live wire and there'd be no traffic. Oh, that'd be heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, yep. The price is a big issue. And honestly, though, I think that's always going to be the case with Harley. They are in their market, they are a premium brand. Now, they do sell lower cost motorcycles, but they do enjoy that ultra premium price tag.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ducati. I mean,
I feel like if they could have kept the price at least 5,000 cheaper, they'd have been way better off.
Hmm.
And I know 5,000 sounds like a lot to a lot of people, including myself. That's a lot of money. But you know, when you look at it, when you go from 30,000 to 25,000, hey, that's a big difference. You know, I mean,
and it's funny you say that because as a consultant, it's my job to price the jobs that I'm working on or I'm bidding on. And we will price something at $495,000 instead of $502,000 because 495 sounds a lot cheaper than 502.
oh yeah,
And just it is a psychological warfare. Just playing on people's emotions.
oh yeah. I mean, and the perfect example of that is when you look at something and it's $25, or is it $24.99?
Yeah. Now I'm the douche that just rounds everything up to the biggest number so I can just go, okay, can I afford that? Yeah, great.
Yeah,
But when I look at the pricing, now we did the episode, actually I think we've done a couple of episodes about this. The pricing between Harley and Indian, which is really their only true competitor, I would say. I do feel you're getting more from Harley for the price tag. Now, I'm not talking about power numbers and all this other stuff, but again, I go back to fit and finish. I mean, what do you think?
yeah. I'm actually looking up a used live wire right now. Let's see what we got.
So Gears and Gadgets brings up a great point here. The price was a means of quality control. The last thing Harley Davidson wanted was to sell 2,500 and then have some battery issue and deal with that. That
I could see that as a tactical marketing thing.
if we talk about just pricing in general, I know we've said it and we've kind of joked about, they're charging 30 grand because they're trying to recoup all the R&D costs. They couldn't make enough this year to recoup. If they hit, think about it. It's been in the works since what, 2009?
Oh,
10?
yeah.
It's been in the works for a long time. I'm sure they're probably tipping 600 to 750 million in R&D costs for that bike. You're not going to get that in a 1, 2, or even a 3-year time span. So, yeah, they're pricing it high. I kind of like the thoughts that Gears and Gadgets was saying, limit the number that are sold and just see what happens, have that be your quality control. And that's kind of the right market for Harley to try that with. It's it's wealthy enough to afford it, but not wealthy enough to sue the shit out of them if
Yeah.
something bad happened.
So on Cycle Trader here, I found one. Well, there's quite a few live wires for sale, but here's a used one, and it's a 2020 live wire. Of course, it has 907 miles on it, and it's 26,999, so 27,000.
27 grand.
Yeah.
And you don't get, well, nowadays I know people give me grief for saying this, but money's cheap. You could probably get a loan on that for the same as what a new bike, the same type of percentage rate. It's the same model year.
Yeah.
So I know some financial institutions will give you the same rate. I mean,
Yeah, but most of these used ones I seen are still up towards the 29 mark.
yeah. So when we were in Corpus, we stopped at the Harley shop there. I shit you not, man. They probably had 6 or 7 of these things lined up. And it's like baby crap green color.
It looks way better.
It is so awesome in real life. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, I really like the orange, but that green, it's like the perfect color. I just
Yeah, pictures don't do it justice by any means.
no. But let's hop over to Sturgis for just a second. Okay, so CBS put out a report talking about the first 24 hours of Sturgis. 84 arrests, 226 citations, and 18 crashes.
Well, I mean, okay, what are they? So those citations, those aren't all motor vehicle citations. Those are going to be.
So there's a lot. So another report I saw was significant drug charges and public intox.
Public intox, urinating in public.
Yeah, but it's a Sturgis related, is what they're saying. So,
well, hell, the town grows what, like 700% or some shit like that.
They're saying it's a huge deal. Now let's look at last year's numbers. 76 people were arrested in the first 24 hours last year versus 84.
So that's not like a major spike in crime.
It's a 10% increase.
That's all those Indian guys down there fucking around now.
So there was some guy reportedly arrested that had connections. I don't know what that means, but with some other protests in like Seattle and down in Portland.
Oh Lord,
tagging up stuff, and I don't know. And it was one of those. It was kind of like passing by, but I didn't know if it was an Antifa dork or what it was. But come on, go have fun.
So, yeah. I mean, first of all, Sturgis isn't exactly the place to fuck around and find out. All right. I mean, the motorcycle culture is known for that culture for a reason, and it really does become mob mentality because when you're there for Sturgis, we're all bikers. You're just asking for trouble, and not just with the law. Yeah. Like I've seen that the post.
Neek is saying that the numbers were in quotes exaggerated.
I mean,
with any of the major news sources, I can't really trust any of them, just because it's an election year. But one of the things I found interesting in all of these, wrecks and crap, no fatal injuries.
Oh, really? No fatal injuries so far.
Well, in the first 24 hours, I haven't looked too far in, but I'm like, who cares? But the crashes are down from last year. They're down 2
Okay. Well,
from
see,
20 to 18.
and of course, these have to be crashes that involve law enforcement or a medical response. So, I mean, that's saying something. Well, if you crash on a public street, you're supposed to call the police, etc. But I mean, how many more crashes do you think are actually taking place? And they're like, "I'm good, you good," and just ride it off if you can.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like when Justin rear-ended me. We didn't call the cops. We didn't report that. We got reported to insurance, but
I mean, there were no injuries. I mean, that's the main thing.
yeah,
And the rest is just property damage.
I just if the city of Sturgis tries to pull any shit on this, look, they made the choice to have it. And I guess there's a petition or something online that said even if the city canceled it, they were still going to go.
Yeah.
And then you have folks like the band Smash Mouth. Did you know that those guys are still alive?
No, but I would absolutely go to one of their concerts.
I had no clue.
I mean,
But
that was one of my bands, man.
it's funny. They talk about him coming out and, saying like, F this COVID stuff and all, and
Okay.
they make such a big deal about him saying that, but they don't talk about the hours of prep that him and the crew spent getting that place ready and trying to be as safe as possible. I mean, look, you've had people cooped up since March,
Oh yeah.
and it's great weather, and people have vacation time. Hell, no one's used any vacation in 5 months. They're all working from home. So of
Yeah.
course they're gonna go and party. The whole mask thing, you come on. At the beach, it's not required.
Well, if you're outdoors, it's not required.
Yeah. So you go and look at was it the Buffalo Chip or whatever? It's a
Yeah.
big outdoor bar.
Well, and it burned down. Was it the Buffalo Chip or
One of them did. I don't.
one of the big ones did? But I mean, you look at this, and of course, people are saying, "I'm going to go whether they have it or not." Well, obviously, all these Sturgis is their moneymaker. That's what supports that town for a year. I mean, the town makes so much money from these 10 days,
Yeah.
and like I said, the population like just explodes. So it's all for this. It's all money, and of course, it's in Sturgis, South Dakota.
Yeah.
So the life out there is different than the life down here. I can probably assure that the people in Sturgis weren't wearing very many masks ahead of time, just because that's the type of country you're in.
Well, also, I think before the rally, they had only one case in that county. I mean,
Oh, like Gears and Gadgets. Where'd it go? I just saw it. No, the one before that by them, I think it was. Oh, yeah, there it is.
today there was a report of a 22-year-old crossing the median on a corner and hitting an older guy. Both died. Wait, on a bike? Holy crap.
Well, like they say, corners are dangerous.
Okay, so back to the other one. Gears and Gadgets says, interesting Sturgis fact. Harley sent no reps. Indian did. Now, depending on how it turns out, it's a great marketing plan by one of the two.
Right? I mean, yeah. One way to look-
Someone's going to win.
Yeah. Oh, it was full throttle that burned down.
Both on bikes, no helmets. Thank you. Oh,
I get it. It's fun to feel the wind in your hair. It's not fun to feel the asphalt in your hair.
or your nose or skin in general. I don't know, man. I it's annoying. Here's the thing: I can't be disappointed because it's not my right to be disappointed. I I I look at the bikers and I see, yes, they are expressing their freedoms, and I've seen some pictures of people trying to social distance, wearing masks when they're walking around the town. I can appreciate that they're doing their best to conform to what has been described as a safer method. Um, but at the same time, I look at it as, and maybe this is the risk manager part of me. I look at the risk of getting the Rona, and then that versus me having fun. It's, I don't know. I look at it from the standpoint of I don't want to risk getting sick or being around a bunch of sick people and bringing it home and getting my dad sick or my aunt sick or
Yeah. See,
other folks.
I'm not worried about me getting sick because it's got an up to a 2-week incubation period. I don't want to give it to my mom who has heart conditions or my uncle who's elderly. That really, that's the only reason that I'm really doing any of this.
Yeah. I mean, look, it sucks. I mean, I'm definitely going to start getting out and riding more.
Well, the weather needs to start cooperating. I
Ugh.
don't care how fast you're going. When it's 100 degrees outside, it's just still fucking hot.
It'd just be nice if it would only be 100. That heat index is what's killing you. Just
Oh,
walking outside. I still haven't done the boring bagger build. It's just too miserable to be outside.
oh yeah.
I mean, I did buy a shop fan, a smaller one.
Oh, to help blow around the hot air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually not bad. Put it upstairs or on the top of the stairs with the door open. It sucks the air conditioner in.
Oh yeah,
Blows it down.
you got that kind of money where you can air condition the neighborhood. So
I'll keep the door shut. but now I do need to get out there and start recording that. I've got all the parts in. I got all this stuff, and yeah. So, do you have any plans coming up?
uh not motorcycle related.
Yeah, I need to go out and ride.
Yeah,
I'm sitting at like 1,300 miles. I still need to go get my 1,000-mile service done.
yeah. I need to hop on my bike and head down to Port Lavaca down there on the coast to visit my dad's grave and make sure his marker was placed. But I don't really have any plans, not for this year.
That's only a 3-hour trip there.
Yeah, yeah,
and that's in a truck with
yeah.
a wife sitting next to you.
So yeah, no, it's
Let's do a run. We can go down there, check it out, and do a run back. Maybe get some seafood while we're there.
yeah. I mean, I think it's 2.5 hours, 2 hours 45 minutes to Port Lavaca, and Port Lavaca's right on the water, so there's plenty of good seafood.
Take care, Gears and Gadgets. Oh, Hasso's down. All right, let's go.
Yeah, I just need to run down there and make sure it's actually there. Finally, it only took, from 2009 to get it done.
Oh, yeah. Hasso, a night run. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck no. That's all back roads to Port Lavaca. It's not like you take 10 down to Houston and Galveston. It's all back country roads, almost all of it.
Well, we have to come up with a way of closing out because the closing argument's not really the same with just the two of us. So
yeah, it's a little weird with Justin not being here.
Yeah.
Now he's got to take care of himself.
Yeah. So maybe we do an F that guy.
F that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I did see a picture of John Maxwell, her 2Wheels, Jess, and Blockhead today, and it really rather did fucking irritate me because Blockhead was in the picture because he had his fucking helmet on. Like, dude, fucking get over it. I really need to meet the guy just so I can see if I need to continue my hatred of him.
So, I don't know him, obviously.
I don't know him either.
But here's the thing. Would you say in what you know about John and how he interprets people, would you say that he hangs around assholes?
Oh, no.
Okay, so
no, there's no way. Maxwell is very much like us. There's no way he would hang around someone that was a shithead.
So I'm gonna have to give Blockhead, props. I'm not gonna say I dislike the guy, and Maxwell thinks of him as a friend. That's a lot, man. And he's a good judge of character. I can't really bust him out for that. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And look, I don't talk about like where I work.
Well, no, I mean, that's reasonable.
But maybe what he does, his face is popular in that area. Maybe he's like a real estate agent or something.
Nah, he works on computers or some dumb shit like that.
When is Justin due? November?
November.
All right. So
he's got a race coming up here this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and another one next month. The one next month, I'm gonna be renting a travel trailer to go out there.
Hasso. There you go. Blockhead needs to do a face reveal on the B2W live stream.
There you go. That's what he needs to do. I mean, we haven't interviewed him.
No, and people have asked, and you shut them down really fast.
No, it's just to fuck that guy. I don't fucking know the guy. I don't like his fucking content. Oh, look at me. I'm wearing my fucking helmet all the time. I'm not going to show my face because I'm scared.
There it is. See? Raw.
Just
straight to the point.
It's too easy. It's too easy for me to hate on him. And I don't even know the guy. He could be just the most wonderful, charitable person in the world. And his content irritates me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, most motorcycle content irritates me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair. I like him. I would rather watch Blockhead stuff than like Dan or Do It With Dan or Motonosity now. If that's saying something. I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah.
Wigsley.
Oh.
Whoa, bro. Show me on the Johnny where Blockhead touched you.
I like where your mind's at.
Touched me inside. Something deep inside me has been molested. And I'm not sure exactly what it is.
Oh, Lord. There's no chance of monetization on this one. But that is it for tonight, everyone. Thank you for coming out and joining us. It is a little different. We're working out some new formats, trying to see what works with two of us, since we pretty much built the entire show around three of us. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. We do have some new ideas for stuff coming out.
Changing and growing,
Changing and growing, maturing. But until next week, I hope everyone rides safe. Thank y'all.